Hey there, Julian McBain here, and this is my 23rd Saturday vlog. And still working on the bone and meat quest, so that's what we're going to be working on. Did I forget to feed my dog? Oh, bugger. I went all the way back to Calypso yesterday and picked up a new amp for my sword, so I now have the Melee Trauma Amplifier 4. And then I picked up one for the rifle, because I've never had a rifle amp other than a B101 before. So I got an A103. We're going to see how everything goes. I am going to preserve the LB15 for when I'm going after level 15 Tide Claws, because that's when I really need it. Or the LR15 rather. Because these 7s aren't really that much of a threat. So let's see what kind of difference this makes. He's definitely going down faster. Okay, so anyway, I'll get more into the results of amps in the next video, which will be coming out tomorrow, but I just kind of wanted to... I will talk to him later. I just kind of wanted to talk about, you know, what's going on and what this weekend is going to turn into, and some of the projects that I've been working on. Because I think that as I've been adding more content, I've been wanting to add more content. Which sounds silly the way I'm saying it, but bear with me for a moment. As I started with Entropia Universe vids, I wanted to add something, so I ended up adding the single player games. And then after I did the single player games, I added the vlog once a week. And then I decided, well, I like being able to do those, but I don't have the ability to do, you know, another whole hour a week. Or actually, it's usually closer to 3, because for every hour of video I produce, you're talking 1 to 2 hours of production before and after. So there's a lot of work that goes into this channel. And so I did McBain Moments, and in fact, I've been using that, and that's gotten a good positive reception from a lot of people I actually know. Which actually, there are people watching it I didn't even know paid attention to my stuff. I didn't know they knew I was on YouTube, necessarily. So, you know, that's extremely gratifying. And if you're watching this, thank you so much for your support, and thank you all of my subscribers and viewers for your support, because it's greatly appreciated. Speaking of which, if you're watching this and you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. I would love to hit 100 subscribers by the end of June. I tried doing it by the end of April. That didn't happen. May's been kind of quiet, which is okay. You have those months. But if and you don't mind, please hit the subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. So anyway, but I was, you know, I've been doing the McBain Moments, and the one that would have released, so this is going to release on Saturday. The day I'm recording this is Thursday, because tomorrow at noon I'm at camp, and I don't even have reliable internet access or cell phone service for 4 days. I'm going to go out there, I'm going to fight, I'm going to have fun. I'm sure there's going to be a bit of drinking. It's going to be awesome. I haven't done this in years. But anyway, the McBain Moments that would have released yesterday for you, so Friday, is on goal setting. I extracted some elements out of Think and Grow Rich, and I did goal setting, and I did my normal 7 minutes, because I'm trying to keep those to approximately 7 to 7.5 minutes. And so I was thinking about it, and I felt I had more to say. And so, okay, I thought, okay, how can I do this in a way that people will still be receptive, but I'm able to expand upon each point without making it too much more? And I thought, well, you know, webinars are a very common method to relay information. And I've been thinking about doing a webinar or an online training of some sort in something I'm actually good at for a while. And so I was thinking about it, and I thought, what the hell? you got to make a bad one before you can make a good one. And so the first 2 segments, so I'm making it 5 parts because there's 5 elements to goal setting. And so I'm doing 5 parts. Each one's going to be between 10 and 15 minutes long. And I'm going to actually put it on McBainManor.com. And when it's finished, in one of my McBain Moments blurbs, or I will do a separate announcement video, I will make that available so you can watch it on my website. And I'm utilizing a number of tools to do that. Like I'm posting the videos on YouTube to not use up my media space for my website, and I'm embedding the video into the website, but I want you to go to the website to watch it because I can do more with the other parts of the site than I can do on YouTube. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to link to the first one, and then in each page it will link you to the next one using a next button. And so that is, I'm gonna do this 5-part series, and if you do end up watching it, I would love feedback. Positive feedback, negative feedback, doesn't matter. I would love the feedback. And at some point I may list the videos and turn it into a playlist, but for now I want to keep it to my website. So that I can... YouTube is great for a lot of things, and they help you track a lot of things, but the tracking that WordPress gives me for like sources and stuff like that is a little bit more detailed, and so I want to use that kernel to keep track of, you know, a few extra metrics. I'm a very numbers oriented person, which I know as a small YouTuber I really shouldn't focus on the numbers, but I do. And so I'm going to utilize the tools that WordPress gives me to do that. And who knows, if it goes well, maybe I'll make more. The best part about stuff like that is, and just like all these videos, once you make them, once they're up there forever. So people can go to them, they can go back to them. I can always re-script and rebuild them later. Sorry, I had to respond to a message. I can always rebuild them and rescript them later, because like all of my stuff, it's actually, I have notes, but I don't have a script. This is actually totally unscripted, but I don't need a script for this because I've been thinking about it all flippin' day. But it's all unscripted. I'm expanding upon the thoughts that I had. And so we're going to see how that goes. Like I said, it's a webinar. And I'm hoping that it pans out. And if it doesn't pan out, it doesn't pan out. It's not a big deal. But again, I will announce when that webinar is complete, because I have to steal time to make it, because I'm already pretty close to max. Especially with, you know, me going away this weekend. So I was going to try to punch through this week, and I'm like, no, that's not going to happen. Not if it's going to be of any quality. And I want to try to have this be of some semblance of quality. Sorry about shaking the screen like that. So I'm going to take it slow. I'm going to do, you know, 1 or 2 bits at a time. I'm going to give myself time to post it. I mean, technically the first 2 are quote-unquote live, but there's no link to them. So they're basically hidden parts of my site. Here's a treasure hunt for you. If you have something that can go through all the infinite combinations, basically a password cracker, you can go check URLs all day long, and if you find it, let me know, and I will be, you know, there's quote a couple of sentences from it in a comment, and maybe we can do something cool. Maybe I'll do something cool if you manage to find them before they're actually released. But yeah, I'm not ready to release that content yet, so they're technically up, but they're hidden, basically locked down. There is a way to get to them if you are extremely meticulous and patient, but it's not worth it. Please don't. And then once I'm ready for a release, I'll make an announcement. I am excited to do my first webinar. it's kind of a big step for me. And expanding how I deliver content. Something I may also do in the future is like an email newsletter or something of that nature. I haven't decided what that would look like yet, but these are all ideas I've had rolling around. I've been experimenting with an not an autoresponder, but an auto distribution program, and so that could come up in the future as well. But again, it's nothing that is happening this week. But just so you know what's going on in the brain of Julian McBain, I'm still having a lot of fun, you know, putting out content and developing content, and or not for developing, producing content. It's just been a blast so far, and I can't wait to see what happens in this year, because June 1st is right around the corner, guys. I am 11 months in. 11 months. That's amazing. And I obligated myself to do this for a year. I told myself I had to do it for a year. If I started, I had to do it for a year. And at the end of next month, I'll do a 1-year check-in. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to be doing this for another year. So I'm having it's exhausting sometimes, because don't forget, I still work a 40-plus hour a week job. I'm a single father, and I'm not complaining. I'm just stating facts here. But it's a lot of fun, and to know that there are people out there who genuinely enjoy the content, I just want to keep doing it. And so I want to thank you for all of your support in watching this. It's just been a blast so far, and I can't wait to see what happens next. Recorded the first 4 episodes of Borderlands last weekend. Episode 2, as I'm sure those of you who have watched it already know, is a total shit show. Levels mean something in that game. So, but don't worry, it gets better. I'm having a blast. I'm almost kind of bummed that I have to go to camp this weekend because I'm not going to be able to play. Like I'm really looking forward to the next round. And I'm not a first-person shooter guy well, I really like Fallout, so I guess it depends on the content of the game. The RPG elements, I think, for me, make it worth it. Why do you do that? Why for you do that? Oh, I had one more thing to put out. I had one more thing I wanted to talk about, and for the life of me, I can't remember what it is. That was a little trippy. Uh-oh. 2 of them. This amp really tears through them. How much damage has that amp taken so far? View information. It's not bad. I wouldn't say it's great. But I think that the efficiency increase is worth it. Well, it's going to be the same efficiency as the 4-pointer one, but... Okay. Yup. Sorry, guys. I'm at a loss. I cannot, for the life of me, remember what I was going to talk about. Feeling kind of dumb. I do like how much quicker these guys are falling. It's like, die! Oh, God. What the hell was I going to talk about? Bone and meat. Thank you, God. Probably 2 of them. Yup. I swear, grinding those frickin' bone and meats is just a chore. I mean, it's just like bones. It's a chore. Oh, that kind of hurt a lot. So, tell you what. I've run out of things to talk about, so... which I know I have a tendency to talk a lot, so this is going to end up being actually a shorter video. Sorry, guys. Not my usual MO, but sometimes that's just the way it happens. And watch this. I'm going to stop the video, and I'm going to remember what I wanted to talk about. It's going to kind of piss me off. Thank you. Nope, it's gone. I don't have a clue. Okay. That actually sucks. There we go. So yeah. Oh, and I guess I have one more thing. If you're stuck with me this long, I know I try to keep my videos to half an hour, and I try to be as consistent as possible with that. For the Entropia Universe videos in particular, I know that a lot of people prefer them to be like 15 minutes. Some people like the longer form. I would love to know opinions on what format you like and why. I'm not saying I'm going to change anything. I'm just curious because I know like Lore Spade tends to do these really long format ones. I've seen him do several. I mean, he does a lot of live streaming now that he turns into video, but in the past he's done half-hour, 45-minute videos. I think he's done some that are more than an hour. But like Serial Overdrive cuts his down to 15, or not. He doesn't cut them down. He keeps them to 15 minutes. And so I was just curious, what formats do you guys prefer and why? And like I said, I'm not planning on changing anything. That's not my goal, but I would be curious to know. So, all right, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for... I remembered what I wanted to talk about. I remember what I wanted to talk about. Oh, that is awesome. So let's go back and hunt a little more. I know, you're like, thank God it's a reprieve. And I'm going, nope, I remember now. So, this weekend, as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to an SCA event, Society for Creative Anachronism, and in fact, it's my group's local event called Pentaria, and it's a 4-day event, so I have to be on site by noon tomorrow because I'm working ticket booth, which is called Troll, and I'm not leaving until probably sometime mid-afternoon on Monday after cleanup. And last year, I was only able to actually attend for 1 day. I was sick on the tournament day, so that really sucked. But I was only able to attend 1 day, as opposed to camping for the 4 days like I'd originally planned. And this year, I'm going to be there the whole time. But I'm really excited because we're having a tournament, and it's a royal event, which means the current reigning royals. There's a whole system in place. Go to SCA.org if you're interested in how the whole thing works. The place that I'm in is called East Kingdom. It's eastkingdom.org. And there's a number of kingdoms. I think there's 20 kingdoms now. I used to live in a kingdom called North Shield, and that's northshield.org. But, so I'm glad I came back. I got more bone and meat. But I'm really excited because with the Royals coming, there's a lot of people who travel with the Royals. And amongst them are some of the best fencers in our region, in our kingdom, which is a region. And so I'm really looking forward to fencing these people because you only get... I won't say you only get better when you fight people better than you, but it's the best, it's the fastest way to get better. It's the most efficient way to get better. And in my opinion, it's the best way to get better because that's how you challenge yourself. That's how you get challenged, is you fight people who are better than you are. Another good way to get better is to teach. But again, if you're not being challenged, then you can only teach so far, right? So I'm really looking forward to this opportunity to fight a bunch of really good fencers. And since the January event I went to, which is called Burka, Medieval Shopping Mall, I passed my black scarf test. I'll be wearing that, and the people who will be there, the really good fencers who will be there, who know who this fencing school is. Now, I am by far not on the top of the list of the Black Tigers. I think I'm still the new... No. One of my teacher's other students just got his scarf and graduated from the program. So I'm not the newest Tiger anymore, but I'm less than a year in. I'm only 4 or 5 months in. And the school is headed by some really absurdly good fencers. And so, of course, by association, they see the black scarf and they think that's an absurdly good fencer. I need to fight him my best, which is why people who wear the scarf get so damn good, because they're constantly being challenged by people fighting as best they can. And some of these fighters are the best in the area. And so to have that dynamic, I'm excited and nervous to see what this dynamic turns into. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm excited to try and, since I'm working Troll, the ticket booth in the beginning, I'm going to make sure it's nice and visible so every fencer that walks through sees it, so they can go, okay, I got to fight him. Not because I want to say, hey, look at me, I've got this thing. I want to do it because it's like, okay, I want to make myself a target. And I'm sure that there are some of you going, huh? You know, it's not a boast. I'm trying to make myself a target. I want people to come after me, because that's how I'm going to get better. And so that to me is very exciting, that I'm going to be able to be out there and... oh, here we go. Let's see how this does. You're not supposed to dodge it every time, boy. Oh, wow, that A103 makes a huge difference. Look at that. Holy shit. That's a huge difference. Oh, that's not good though. Too bad I can't amp my chip. Honestly, at this point, I could probably do a regen chip 6. I just don't, as a general rule, I don't need it. And it's just like, you know, you wouldn't use an LR15 on a puny. I don't think I'm at the point where I need to have a level 6 chip or healing chip, and they're not cheap. Not at all. But anyway, as I was saying, I'm really looking forward to getting out there and having people go, okay, I'm going to stab you now. And I'll be like, okay, you know, give it your best shot. And a lot of them are going to succeed, and, you know, some of them won't, and it'll be a lot of fun had by all. So that's what I wanted to talk about. I'm really excited to see what this event turns into for fighting. It's 2 whole days of fighting. It's not a war, because we have our war events, which are kingdoms fighting each other, and it's all organized. And the biggest one's called Penzik War, and that one, roughly a third of the whole society shows up to that. It's 10,000 or more people. That's right. Our biggest event is 10,000 people. It takes place just outside of Pittsburgh. And so it's basically a temporary municipality. They have their own ambulance service. Like, no joke, they have their own ambulance service. And boy, the stories that come out of that event. But it's going to be a blast, and I'm really looking forward to it. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think that on my next blog, I'll talk about what happened, and we'll just see what happens. So okay, now I'm all done. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, and subscribe down below. I really appreciate all the support you guys have given me. Again, don't forget to check out my website, McBainManor.com. And please check out my sponsor. She does good work. If you're the type that wears jewelry, please consider buying something. if you're not the type that wears jewelry, consider it picking something up as a gift. She does a lot of varied work, and she does custom work, so just check her out. That's all I got. Thanks, guys. You all have an outstanding night.